I'm gonna call the meeting to order. Carla, can you do roll call, please?
Sure. Brent?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Walt?
Yes.
Minzy?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Let's stand for a pledge of allegiance and a prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear Heavenly Father, as we come this evening, we just want to take a moment and ask that you be with us and guide us and help us make the best decisions for the town of Kirklin. And please watch over us as we continue to go home this evening. And all these things we ask in your name, amen.
Amen.
In your packet, we have meeting minutes from last month. Do you guys have any corrections or changes or anything? If not, would anyone entertain a motion?
I'll make that.
A second.
So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries.
I'll make the motion.
Sorry. And then we're gonna start new business tonight, and then our new business tonight is the little free pantry. And was anybody coming to talk about this, or is this a flyer that was presented to the town? Do you know, Carla? Or
I have a flyer here.
is anybody coming to talk about it, or is just it was dropped off? Or
They're supposed to come here, but it just told me that they was supposed to be
do you
here.
know who's supposed to be here?
Yeah.
Or who?
Corey Fournier from United Way. It says here.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. It says can attend meeting. However, she asked that put this on the agenda for the council to consider. She's wanting to put this here at town hall. I recommend against allowing that as I came.
okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
We were talking and we were thinking maybe at one of the churches having the food pantry box put
They already have them at
instead of on.
they have them at KCC. I don't know if Assembly of God has it, but KCC does one. And they have certain items they might collect each month to, they
Down
know what
here?
they're, no, Kirkland Christian
Oh,
Church.
here they
Yeah,
already do.
they already have a box. So,
Where is it? Like, on the outside of the building?
no, it's inside the church. They collect inside the church, but it's not outside the church.
Yeah, this is for people to be able to go and give or get
Take what
something
they
that
want.
need.
I guess the idea is to be anonymous.
Right.
But not really on, the talk is not to really have it on town hall property,
Yeah.
just because of the, response of it. But I don't know, maybe beside the little library.
Then they have to go ask the bank.
Well, the little library, they want the little library on the library property.
Huh?
The little library didn't want the library didn't want the little library on their property. That's why it's across the street.
Yeah, it probably would help if someone came in person to talk to us about this, because we don't even know what the box looks like, or
And then whoever,
Yeah,
where they want to put it, or, so
And
I think we need to table this, because I would want more information.
mm-hmm.
So we're gonna table this for this month. So, I think we should table. Anybody else in favor of tabling
I
it?
think so.
Okay. Alright, sounds good to me.
I'll make a motion.
We don't need a motion, we don't need a motion on it. Nothing to do a motion with, just. Our next, we're gonna start our old business, and, we have on here our sanitary sewer rehabilitation project, sorry about that. I don't know that I had anything on this. Billy, did you have anything on our project, or?
I don't have anything definitive.
Okay.
At the moment, I know they've done some, I met with them, it's been about a week ago, and we, went to the Capstone lift station.
Okay,
Had a electrical engineer, and then Katie from Commonwealth was there, and they, looked at the, situation with the lift station, and took notes and pictures and all of that, so, there's nothing definitive as of yet.
okay. Our next item is the park. Anything on the park? I saw it in your notes, but,
No, nothing, I mean,
Nothing
the playground equipment is in, just waiting on, to set up a installation schedule.
and our next item is our stormwater. And, it's regarding our planning grant discussion. And if you guys noticed that I gave everyone a piece of paper about the stormwater, that's happened since our last council meeting. Just to give you guys an update, so I don't have to sit here and tell you everything about it. So I tried to give you like a short version of everything. We have talked to, after all of the meetings, team meetings, discussions with Oprah, we have went back to, with Commonwealth gave us a quote for a full study, not just a short study of 30,000. Theirs was more extensive, 55,000. So we, the county is willing to maybe help us, so we get a better match for Okra, and then we'll have to put in some funding. Billy, do you want to add anything to any of this, or?
No, from what I gather, the county is willing to pay up to half of the comprehensive study, which is the 56,500. They would pay up to half, and then we would pay the other half, which means the stormwater plan would be completely paid for. And we can go ahead and get that done. And then,
Do you know if, I mean, when I was talking to Tara, we were thinking anywhere from 10 to 15%, or we could go up to 25%. Are you comfortable with using that in your budget?
well, I mean,
Or we don't have a choice?
if the county pays 25, you know, and, you know, if we pay the rest, then there won't be any grant money to be, you know, to be necessary. We've got the funds in there to deplete it for the most part, but, and if we go for the stormwater planning grant, then, you know, whatever, we get, then the county's money could be used as the match,
Okay,
and then we wouldn't be out
okay,
any.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, if you guys see what I added to the very last statement was number 10. This is information from Tara, that we are gonna have to look at. I know we don't wanna do a stormwater, a stormwater fee raise, but I'm not sure that we have much choice. Cause if we go for a construction grant, we're not gonna have any matching funds. So,
Stormwater laws,
not that we wanna do it, but,
yeah.
and then I was gonna tell you guys, I got an email from Clint Poole, and he couldn't be here tonight, but Clint said, he wasn't able to make it, cause he's on our stormwater board, that's Clint Poole, we added him in January, just so everybody knows what I was talking about. He was hoping that we could look at not increasing the stormwater fees for homeowners that live on Adams Avenue, as we do not currently have stormwater in this area of Kirklin. But my only issue with that is we can't pick and choose who gets a fee increase. I mean, the whole town, if you live in our town and you have our services, everybody pays the same. So we can't pick and choose like who we're not gonna give a fee to. Does anybody else see it that way, or?
Their area of town
They're not-
does need some work.
It
so-
needs it, but they're not connected.
Yeah, if they're not connected, it doesn't make too much sense.
Well, I mean.
Well, but
they're-
you're never
part
gonna,
of
they're
it-
never gonna get any if we don't, you know.
Part of it is connected, it's just
You
too
know?
small, partially clogged, it needs to be redone. So yes, there is some storm drains in that area, there's actually one in front of his house that goes underneath the road from one side to the other.
Does he currently get the stormwater fee?
If he gets a water bill, he gets a fee.
Okay. So that's why I was trying to tell you what he said on the email, because I didn't know what, I thought, well, we can't pick and choose who doesn't get the extra charge, I mean,
The town put a drain in there, it might have been before you came here.
Yeah, so I mean, there is some
It's
drainage.
back in there where he's at, and then we were told we had to go under the road to the north side. And we got into, of course, we didn't tear anything up, but we had to dig around umpteen different utilities.
Yeah.
And by the apartments, and it went on out and it dumped in behind Jimmy Stewart,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we put in a box over there behind Burl Thorpe, in which it helped drain the field and down by the church. The basement was flooding so bad. And dye was dumped in there at the back of the old Stewart property, and you could see it behind Burl Thorpe when we opened that up. People argue that it goes on the road, it's called a different ditch, it goes a different way, but I'm sure there's still other issues there.
Oh yeah, there's open ditch on Adams Avenue. That actually needs to be opened up more for, and elevation shot on it for, adequate drainage. And then when you get to the apartments, it goes into a tile that's too small and probably crushed or collapsed or clogged at some point in time back through there. So we do have services there, they just need to be repaired.
okay. And this could be part of our stormwater.
And he's got a storm drain in his front yard that goes across the road, so yeah, there are services there.
Okay, all right.
Is there a grate or is it just a pipe under the ground?
Well, there's a grate and then there's a pipe that goes under the road.
Okay. After you guys have heard our discussions, is everyone in favor of us proceeding with, if the county matches and we put in our funds? Can I have a motion and a second on this? Like if we go ahead and do those steps, so I can, I mean, are you guys in favor of us going ahead and continuing to the
So
planning grant?
our motion would be to, match the county with the $55,000.
The county's gonna pay, the county's county's gonna pay half and we would have to pay the remainder, right?
If we didn't, if the county is willing to pay 20 to 25,000 for the plan, then going for a grant, I mean, we could pay for the remainder of the plan without going for a grant, or go for a grant and let the money that the county pays be the match.
Which will help our score.
Yeah.
So we
So
could,
how long will we know whether we got the grant or not? How far down the road?
Stephen Ray wants to start working on it by the end of March, but I would say we were not gonna file till probably, what, May to June?
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Is where we have to turn it in, so.
The sooner we can get the stormwater plan done, the sooner we can go for a construction grant. But then again, going for the construction grant, we're gonna have to raise stormwater rates. And depending on how soon you wanna do any work, will determine how much you go up on the stormwater rate.
And that's why I listed some different options in that below, kind of for us to like think about. So we don't have to make a decision on this tonight, the stormwater fee, but I just wanted to put this out there because we need to probably make a decision soon. But I wanted you guys to have that, so we could have it to look at, so. Brent, did you wanna finish your motion, or do you wanna finish a motion on, I mean, we
We
just
can-
want a motion to like, if the county, pays 20 to 25,000 and we finish,
So we go for
this for the planning grant, right?
so I'll make a motion that we go for the planning grant, especially if the, county is going to match half of the project.
Yep, that sounds good. So we have a motion,
I'll second it.
and Walt second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. I just kinda want to have something on our books because I can actually tell Stephen Ray that we've talked about it tonight, so we have a blessing to do it, so. Billy, anything else on that, or are you done on stormwater?
As far as I know.
Okay. I'm ready for you now, for your report.
Last month I told you that Peerless Midwest had done a flow testing on our high service pumps and wells. I got the report in. Actually, both number one well and number two well, their efficiency has lost 30% over the last 7 years. So they both need to be cleaned. Cleaning each well is going to be a cost of $32,570 per well. Talking with Peerless, they do not recommend doing both in the same year. They recommend staggering those so that later on down the road you don't run into the same efficiency issues for both at the same time. I recommend that we clean number one well this year and then do the number two well expenses will be covered under depreciation, and we have the funds in there to cover that.
Okay,
Is it to the point it's affecting pressure and such?
Oh, yeah,
Is it?
yeah, both wells are both down 30%.
Each are about the same.
Yeah. And to avoid this issue later on down the road, stagger cleaning them, that way you can still have a good one, whereas the other one drops, and then, just, it'll work better, more consistently that way.
do you know when they can schedule this for a repair?
The number one well, we
Yeah.
can schedule at any time because it's hard service and they can get
Okay.
their equipment in.
Okay,
When it comes time to clean number two, next year, we'll probably end up having to do that in July and August.
okay,
Put it dry.
okay.
Do we only get one estimate on cleaning the wells?
Peerless Midwest is the ones that installed them. They are the ones that do the flow testing and the maintenance on them every year.
So we don't need to make a motion to approve this? Yeah.
We don't need a motion for the maintenance fee, do we, for 32,000, or do we, do you want
Yeah, I
one?
think
Been
they
that
did.
kind of money.
Yeah, go ahead if you wanna make a motion, Brent,
How
yeah,
much was it?
32,000,
I'll make a motion that we approve the
cause it's still.
$32,000 for Fearless
30.
Midwest,
32,570.
Oh, 570.
$32,570 to help clean the well, number one well.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries, or do you don't wanna vote on it?
I think they're ripping us off at 32,000. It doesn't take that to clean a well.
Really?
Absolutely not.
We don't, so it's Brent, Jerry, Walt, and I that said yes, and Craig said, you just abstained, so.
I know we need them clean, but I think they're taking it, there's no way. I've been a well driller for over 40 years. We've done commercial, we've done housing developments. I think it's double what it should cost.
Really?
Yeah.
Billy, is there an issue with them and with their installations? Is that, if outside contractors work on them, does that void any kind of warranty, or do you still have any warranty on them?
There's basically no warranty on them.
It should just been the manufacturer warranty, and when that runs out, there's no more warranty. But that's crazy for what they're gonna be doing, putting air into the system, blowing the screen out, putting chemicals down there at 32,000. It's absurd. They just take advantage of people. What size are the wells? How big are they, Billy?
They are 6-inch diameter wells, 130 to 140 feet.
Correct. Or call around, I mean, you guys can decide what you wanna do, but I think, I don't know, I'd maybe call around and just not let them do that to you.
Do you know of other companies around here that's?
You can, any well drilling company is licensed to do that. I would ask around,
Billy, have you
Their job
talked to
is-
Ortman's, or you just, because they did the installation, you want them to do it?
I would rather the people that are familiar with the wells and the makeup of it and all this and that do all the work. Instead of somebody coming in that doesn't know makeup or, seeing the reports yearly and all this and that. I'm just more comfortable with the ones that installed it and do the work.
Okay.
Next.
I don't know if you had anything else on the back page or anything
yeah.
else, or.
Called Jerry's Body Shop today. The door panel has been installed and it is in the paint shop. I should have it sometime later on this week. I'm also gonna get a couple of bids on fixing the other side, but I'll have those numbers for you next month. And then I'll be in French Lick next week on the 18th and the 19th. The Community Foundation grant application for the park's been accepted and is under review. I should know something here in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
And outside of that, I'm good.
Brendan?
Okay, I'll start with the activity for the last month since the last meeting. Excuse me. We've had 17 calls for service. Included in that was 1 misdemeanor arrest and 1 ordinance violation warning. 31 traffic stops, and out of that we had 8 citations written and 23 warnings. And don't have a whole lot to report. Personnel, last month I brought Mark Mink in, and he's been working his other job 7 days a week, so we still don't have him on board yet, but we're still working on that. And my other guy there, he still hasn't been released yet, but he goes here at the end of the month, I think, so hopefully we'll get an update on him. So vehicles are doing okay, no problems there. That's all I had.
Okay. And we're ready for the clerk treasurer. She has stuff for us to sign, so. The revenue appropriation, statement of reconciled accounts, adjustment register, so she's got all that in there for us to sign, so. That's yours,
So
okay.
for the additional appropriation recommendation to fund police department, Tara recommends 8,000 additional for general to fund police department this year. She will get advertisement done, and the public hearing will be at April meeting. And Tara said that it should be enough, but can always do another later in the year if is necessary.
Okay. Does she need us to sign anything tonight? The additional appropriations, or just, we're gonna do it next month?
Yeah, I guess, because all the stuff,
It's right here on top of the
Right
sign out
there,
sheet,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
this is just for her.
So next month, we're gonna do an additional appropriation for the police department, $8,000, right?
8,000.
8,000, yeah. So she's gonna do an advertisement, and we'll just do a hearing, or
Yeah,
do
for
the
next,
thing next month, okay?
for next month.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds good. And then, Tara also included, well, Carly, you probably did this, you did the,
Adjustment.
our adjustment for,
Yeah, for Natalie,
Yeah.
she had a leak of her property for 3 days, I guess. And the total for this adjustment is $234.73.
okay. Would anyone entertain a motion?
I make a motion, we accept the adjustment for Natalie Salazar in the amount of
$234.
234.73.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. And like as council members, this is also from Jay. Jay has given each and every one of us the ordinance here regarding the use of a single meter and clarity with the billing and utility administration to treat all customers the same. So I think we want to kind of read this over. Billy, did you get a copy of this?
No.
Okay, we'll get you a copy then. Yeah, we're not gonna do this tonight. Jay wanted us to look this over and stuff to
Yeah,
see if we had any.
you said that you wanted to have it so that each separate unit was required to have their own hookup
Right.
and their own meter, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense.
But we just need to come up with within what it days and
Yeah,
prices and
one of the things that, and you gotta figure out what a unit is. You know, I've been thinking about it, and in other words, let's say you had one of these where you have a whole bunch of different shops, not shops, but you know, like sometimes in antique mall, they'll have an antique mall, and there'll be maybe 5, 6, 7 different.
consignment, like a flea market.
Yeah, those kind of things. That, if you had one bathroom, I think is one unit. Yeah.
I would say.
You know, on the other hand, what we're saying is, if you have a business downstairs and an apartment upstairs, that's 2 units, even if the owner of the business also lives up above. That's one I think that you'll hear the most about. I don't know how many of those situations we have. And then you also have the multiple apartments. But that, again, I think that makes sense to have them all on separate meters because different people use different,
Right, like
different amounts of water, etc.
Right, like Bob, he's buying that where the coffee shop used to be. I would say as long as he lives there, it's his business, it'd be 1 meter. wouldn't it?
Well, I was told that was 2 meters. That I've written it that way.
What, the old coffee shop?
No, just that if the owner was also had an apartment in the same building, we were still going to call that 2 units instead of 1.
Because sometimes there's a business below, but they're not the same person living upstairs, so
Right.
Well,
Like,
but that,
yeah,
I mean, that's
that's what I'm
different.
saying.
I mean, you could say,
they don't always do that either.
But
Don't
the
they
guy
live there
that owns
forever?
that business downstairs could be renting the apartment upstairs and making money from the
And
business.
if that
and
were
from the
true,
rental.
then it would
So
have
that-
to be 2.
Yeah,
and that's 2.
right,
I mean, because that's 2 different businesses.
yeah.
But if you bought a business and lived at your business,
It's still 2, should be.
You're going to get a lot more pushback on that one.
yeah, because there's,
Yeah, wait a minute, And, so, I think you need to think about this. It's interesting is that different towns have different approaches. Some are this way, others are, you can have, like each building has to have its own meter, but it's not, I think that probably this approach is better, but I do think you might want to think about the situation where the owner
Okay.
is living up above, because, I mean, hey, it's my building, why do I have to have 2 meters when I own the building?
Do you have any thoughts on anything, Billy, or not yet?
I think no matter who owns the building or who lives where, I think it's all separate units.
Okay.
I agree.
Because it may be owned by one person today, what's to
But it might
say
change
6
again.
months
Right.
from now, a year from now, the
Right.
business sells, he moves,
I
whatever,
agree.
and then you're right back in the same situation. So I think, this ought to cover every unit separate.
Okay. There's been so many changes over the last 10 years, I can see the change happening. I've already seen tons of changes in the businesses downtown, so I see Billy's point too, like with all the changes that's happened. So,
Well, the way it's written now,
okay,
it would be what Billy
Billy
wants.
said, okay. Okay, so everybody look at this over, so we can kind of look at this for next month's meeting, and then, I had like a thing, I went to the Kirklin Main Street meeting last week. The distillery's gonna do an event on July 4th. They are gonna do like inflatables, food, fun things for families. And then they wanted to tie something into the town. But I've talked to Courtney, because Courtney Job is gonna do the events for the Kirkland Main Street. So this would be an extra event. Courtney's concerned about, Carmel has a thing, 4th of July, Frankfurt has one, Sheridan has one. We're not sure how much of an input we would get from the town of Kirkland to do like events downtown, like have vendors come. But they kind of wanted to tie something in with the town, because then there could be fireworks at the park that night. But I kind of want to know what you guys thought about that. And I also don't know if the businesses are going to be open July 4th. Like, I don't know if Booker's is going to be open. I don't know if the antique stores are going to be open. I don't know
What day is the 4th?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
But it's a holiday, so I don't know like if the businesses are going
Usually
to open.
Booker's is pretty much only one open, because everybody's doing something for the 4th.
Well, this
Well,
year
this
is the 250th anniversary of our nation, and so probably every community will be doing something.
That's why Courtney was like, I don't know that I can get vendors here because of
Pretty much planned out already.
they've already scheduled out, but.
Well, and maybe what you need to do is pick either Friday, Sunday, or like a breakfast thing, a morning thing, I don't know. But yeah, you're right, that there's gonna be a lot of competition. There always is anyway.
Right. Even more so this year.
But this year's gonna be a tough one, is what we were. But you guys don't really have any input then on the.
Look at it from a lot of ways.
Okay, I just wanted to bring that up because they wanted me to mention it to you guys for the town council.
So what are they really wanting the town to do?
I think they just wanted to, tie this into a town event, but I'm not sure that we can make it, I don't know if we can make it work or not.
Right, I think what it is, they're expecting a big crowd. They want us to cook down there for the people, but, and I think they think if they have that big crowd, and if we have something up here, it might be good for the merchants. But I think we probably just have to see what merchants are gonna be open, because I really don't think none of them are open on the 4th of July, because there's no business, because everybody's out doing stuff at their family.
So that's why I'm not sure this would work.
Now, if we were a destination for over the years and had big things going on.
We've never done
we
anything
never-
for 4th of July.
Right,
If we were Sheridan, we do this every year, it might be different, but we don't
Or
do
like-
it every year.
right.
Or Frankfurt.
And Cicero that's huge.
I forgot about
Oh, yeah.
Cicero, they're big too, aren't they?
Yeah, that's huge.
I mean, now if we got some big names here and stuff like that, might be able to pull them, but we can't do that.
Okay, well, I just wanted to let you guys know that they had asked me that, so.
Right, because they would like to see other people come here, but
I'm
like
just
I
not,
said, I don't think nobody's.
I'm not sure it'll work, but
Yeah.
does anybody else on the council have anything?
I just want everybody to know, as far as that well goes, I'm sure we need that well done, but Kirkland's pretty tight for money, and if I see money that's just being wasted like that, I mean, I think I think they're taking advantage. They may be a good company, but a 5-inch cleaning isn't even over 2,000, and that's state certified, that's state tested, that's state everything. That's doing the same thing they're doing, just in a bigger scale. I don't see what, there should be, now 2 of them for that, I'd go for that, you know, but I just want you to know where I'm coming from. That's okay, we can, I'm
Well, the
okay,
next one we
but
can
I just don't want you
consider.
guys to think that,
No.
Well, you
because
know,
I know we need it.
Everybody's,
I don't know that you have to bid that, I'd have to go look at the statute. But, you know, I'm a firm believer that the way you keep people honest is you put things out for bid.
Sure. Yeah.
And I understand you get comfortable with people and you wanna stick with them, but
And I'm sure they're a reputable company, but
yeah.
I think they're out of line. And we don't have, that money could be used for something else at the water department instead of being all put up for something that that I think we're being overcharged for. That's all I am. I know we need it, and I know Billy wants it done. It's nothing against anything except the company.
Well, here's a breakdown of their bid. Alright, performing a pre-clean color video inspection is $1,300. Cleaning the well for 3 days and completing a post-video inspection, $15,100. Pulling the pump, reinstalling and collecting 2 good bacterial samples, $7,600. 7.5 horsepower, 460 volt, 3-phase motor, new pump, 100 feet of number 10 color-coded submersible wire, 1 bronze inline check valve, and 2 4-inch stainless steel nipples at $8,570.
so they're doing more than
They're
just,
not
Okay.
More
Yeah.
than just cleaning.
Correct. See, I thought that just cleaning, that was.
no, that's
But I mean, it's
different.
basically, it's what they call cleaning, but
It's reworking the whole,
it's completely,
reworking
yeah.
it, yeah. That makes sense then.
Kinda
Thanks for
reverse.
telling us that,
Yeah.
Billy. So,
That makes sense.
did Brent or Jerry or Walt, you guys have anything? Or?
I just wanna
Yes.
thank
I don't
that
know
guy
why
there
you-
for what you've got planned coming up. That's so thoughtful. And what you're doing. Bless your heart. Proud of you.
More on that to come soon.
We're proud of you.
That's why he didn't announce it today. He's gonna probably put something out. That's why he didn't announce anything yet, so.
Well, he knows what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
he knows what he's talking about. Okay, if there's nothing else, we're gonna adjourn the meeting. Wait a minute, Walt's got something.
I just wanted to remind everybody, Jason Brewer, the president of,
Jordan Brewer.
Jordan Brewer, president of the commissioner, is going to be here on the 30th at 6:30, if anyone's interested. He's gonna fill you in on what's going on in the county. He being the head man of all the commissioners and stuff, so.
He came last year and it was a good turnout. It was a very good discussion when he was here
He's
last
a
year.
heck of a nice guy.
So I enjoyed it too last year. Okay, meeting adjourned. Hey, thank you for coming. Thanks for coming, James.
Yep.
Brianna, you're down. I liked your bathroom picture. But you're gonna laugh at me when I saw the picture.